You got Andre. Your thoughts?
Thank you, Andre. Yes, I just want to say, I just kind of want to refute what Reverend Common Sense says because I'm a school teacher. And so I work with our youth every day, and I have worked with them for 17 years, right? And our youth are looking for the guidance from the adults that they are not getting. This year, because I teach world history, you would be surprised at how receptive our children are and how much they want to learn their history. But because we in our community is not teaching them that, then they go on what they see and what's popular. So let's don't put it on the youth. I'm going to put it on the adults because we need to get in and do what we need to do. Secondly, hello?
Yeah, keep going.
Hello? Okay.
You're on the air.
Okay. Secondly, I just want to say voting is one part of it. But the other part of it is we have to educate our children if we want them to be what they are to be. Every day, our children, because I teach, they go out into this world without their historical perspective or their historical culture. And they run up against other children that come from Asia. They have that historical background. They have that cultural background. Even the white, they have that European background. But unfortunately, our children come from a background of nothing but slavery, which is not true. And this year, and I'm going to get them to hang up, this year I taught our children about Egypt, how we were the first people on the earth. And man, the response that I got into them being more on task, more attentive to their schoolwork, I mean, I just loved it. So adults out there, quit blaming our youth. We need to get on the freaking ball and quit worrying about Donald Trump. Yes, pay attention to what he's doing, but we have work that we need to do in our community, and it starts with the education of our children. I'll hang up and listen to you.
I appreciate that call, and I do agree with you. I mean, we got a lot of good kids out there that don't get the credit that they deserve way too often. I mean, they're coming up in some circumstances, very difficult surroundings. In some circumstances, they come from great surroundings. But our kids are not a bunch of street roaming predators that we have been portrayed to be in the news media. Is there too much violence out there? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm not going to let them characterize all of these black children all across this country as a bunch of street roaming predators. Sorry, because that's not reality. 877-532-5797. Again, 877-532-5797. Let's go to line one this time and welcome Mike joining us from Washington, D.C., listening on the historic 1450 WOL. That's the home of the one and only Carl Nelson. That's the man that birthed me in this world, y'all, in this world of radio business. He gave me my first job in radio. Carl Nelson. All right, Mike, welcome to Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton.
Oh, man, thank you for mentioning Brother Carl, because I'm a fan of his show also.
Brother Carl Nelson started me off in radio, man.
Oh, okay, because you have a very powerful voice, though, man. Your voice is made for radio, and I'm quite sure people tell you this all the time, though.
Well, I appreciate that,
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, but okay, well, thank you for taking my call. First of all, the comment that I want to make is that, especially about the Democratic Party, you got a lot of people right now that are exhausted with the Democratic Party, and it's not like some of them don't vote in all, just the president instead of down tickets, because, I've been voting down tickets all my life in the District of Columbia, and in the District of Columbia, I have always watched the black Democrats, basically just follow the will and the wishes of the white community and have done nothing about it. And the blacks in the District of Columbia be jumping on their case and complaining to them for that for decades. Especially now what's going on in the District of Columbia, it is a disgrace how the black Democrats are sitting back and, taking these monies for these white developers and watching the blacks being kicked out of the Chocolate City, which is no longer Chocolate City because now it's just the new D.C., the white D.C. The only black politician that ever fought back against the system was Marion Barrett, and they hated Marion Barrett for doing that. And he never could get any help from the black Democrats, and it was just a disgusting thing to watch. And so I'm just saying that people are just getting exhausted because they do vote for Democrats, and they see that they vote for them, they put them in the office, and then it's the system that go do the same thing.
Well,
Everything goes to the white.
There is room for growth in our political awareness, activism, and sophistication. There is room for growth there. There's no question about it. Politician can't do it by himself. Neither can the people do it without the politicians. We have to come together to fight for our interests, because nobody's just going to hand it over to us on a silver platter. Great call, Mike, but I got to let you go because I want to try to get as many in as I possibly can. Let's go line 2 and welcome Terry joining us from New Jersey, listening on 900 WURD. Terry, welcome to Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton. You got Andre. Your thoughts?
Yes, thank you, Andre, for taking my call. The one thing I've been concerned about concerning our young men is mentorship. I'm a single parent of sons, and it's really hard parenting young men when they want to do certain things and they ask certain questions that I have a hard time with. And I know that if they were around a man on a daily basis, now, it's hard to get someone to mentor my son, because the one thing they want to look at, I'm approaching them, but they're looking at me as, oh, I want to sleep with you. And I am not looking for that. I'm way past that in my life. But I'm really concerned about my son. You know, he's at that age. He's a teenager, a young teenager. And I don't want him around certain influences. You know, I really want him around positive men.
Terry, you got to get your son involved in extracurricular organizations and activities, not just sports. I mean, they got debate teams. I mean, there's all kinds of, you got the 4-H clubs. I mean, there's all kinds of organizations out there that your son will be around other young men like himself who are striving to improve their lives with adults there, males, there to mentor and guide them. Don't look for the individual, look for the institutions, I think. And you might just mess around and find the mentors that you've been looking for. Great call, Terry. Thank you and good luck. 877-532-5797. Let's go line 3 and welcome Milton joining us from the south side of Chicago, listening on 1690 WVON, the home of the Governor Cliff Kelly. Milton, welcome to Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton. You got Andre. Go.
All right, Andre. Nice talking to you. The first thing the black man needs to do is take his money out of the white man's bank it on his own, and take care of himself. If man was put on this earth to be peaceful, you know, and you know, why are there armies? If he was put on this earth to be fruitful, why?
Well, because people are vain and people are subject to these negative attributes. And it's incumbent upon us to overcome those negative attributes which we were made subject to, if you believe in that kind of spiritual line of thinking. But we've run out of time, man. I really appreciate everybody who's joined this program today. I want to thank Reverend Sharpton's guests, the one and only Mary Pat Hector and Charles Ellison. I want to thank our executive producer, Fatim Muhammad, for another outstanding job. I want to thank our technical producers, Lee Majors and Kirk Tanter. I want to thank Reverend Al Sharpton for this high honor once again of filling in for him. Remember, Politics Nation with Reverend Al Sharpton is on every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this Saturday, Action Rally and broadcast with Reverend Al Sharpton begins at 9 a.m. at the House of Justice, 106 West 145th Street in the village of Harlem in New York City. And don't forget to check out Sunday mornings with Reverend Al Sharpton on your radio at 9 a.m. Check local listings. Until the next time, make sure wherever you do, wherever you go, and however you feel, you tell somebody that Reverend Al Sharpton and yours truly, Andre Michael Eglishan, said, keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.